Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Sasha Annamercy's Diary. If you're new, welcome. Please make sure that you smash the subscribe button and also the like button because you're going to enjoy this video. What else did you click on it, okay? So let's go into the video. Today's video we're going to be discussing essential oils. And okay, basically when I talk about discussing essential oils, I'm going to be discussing the essential oil that I use mostly in my hair regimen or in my hair routine. I'll be telling you guys why I use them and like the benefits that they bring to your hair. And I really hope you find this video useful, and so you can also start incorporating essential oils into your hair regimen if you don't already do that. Okay, so what are essential oils? Essential oils are basically oils that are extracted from the non-fatty part of a plant, right? And they mostly have the original scent of the plant that they've been extracted from, and they are very volatile, but they're also very light. Okay, right? Why do I need to emphasize this? It's because when you use an essential oil, you need to make sure that you use it diluted. You cannot use an essential oil on your skin or on your hair, or even except for in diffusers, right? But you cannot use essential oils without having it diluted because of its volatility. Okay, right. The next thing that we need to know is why to use essential oils. You want to use essential oils because they help with moisturizing and hydrating dry, brittle, and eliminating frizz from your hair. At the same time, they also contain antifungal properties, antibacterial properties, which help with unclogging your pores, either on your skin or on your scalp. Okay, so they are very beneficial to include. So if you're not already including them in your regimen, child, explain to me why not. Give me a reason why you're not doing it. Okay, let me know in the comment section down below. I know they do come a little pricey sometimes. However, normally a pharmacy store will have its own brand of essential oil, and normally they are 100% essential oil, and they're normally the cheapest. So you probably want to buy something like that instead of going for a big brand name. Okay, right. I think I've told you all about why to use essential oils and why incorporate them in your hair regimen or even in your skin routine. And the next that we're going to talk about is the essential oil that I use. Okay, I basically use about 6 essential oils. I use rosemary essential oil, Ylang essential oil. I still don't know if I'm saying Ylang right. You know what I mean? I also use peppermint essential oil. I use lavender essential oil, tea tree essential oil, and of course vitamin E oil. I still don't know where to classify vitamin E oil, whether it's an essential oil or not, but as you know, it is helpful with increasing the shelf life of the products that you use. It is helpful with moisturizing and activating your scalp. So you want to make sure that you just incorporate vitamin E. Okay, right, let's talk about the other essential oils a little bit deeper, or let's go deep. Okay, right. The first essential oils, I think the top 2 essential oils when it comes to hair would be lavender and rosemary. I feel but most of the time we use these ones because of the scents that they bring, especially if you're doing a DIY, maybe your rice water or something, because of that staunch smell that it gives off. If you add a few drops of rosemary oil or lavender oil, it's going to help you neutralize the scent and make it smell a little bit better, making it better for your nose and for you in general. Okay, I'm just going to go a little bit deeper in those oils so we understand exactly how they help us and exactly why we want to incorporate them in our hair regimen. Right, number 1, lavender. I've classified lavender as a hair growth assistant or whatever oil, right? The reason why I say this is because it has antibacterial and antifungal properties, which make sure that your scalp is kept clean, right? And also reduces inflammation whilst enhancing thickness. But of course, I think the one other thing that you need to note with all essential oils is that results are not just going to appear overnight like that, okay? Your results are going to be over a period of time. So the more you use your essential oils over an extended period of time, the better the results that you see and everything. But I think essential oils like tea tree oil or peppermint oil, you sort of feel the effects almost immediately. Okay, maybe not like immediately, but like in the first 1 week or 2 weeks of using them, because of the agents that they have. Like they soothe your itching scalp, right? So of course you're going to recognize that your scalp is no longer itching almost immediately or a few days later from using it. So you don't need to wait that long. But stuff like thickness, a building of sebum and stuff is stuff that you recognize after a while of using this product. So I feel like I've already started talking about this oil, so let me just go on to talk about them. I was going to talk about rosemary first, but now I'm going to talk about tea tree oil and peppermint oil. Like, they are the same group, they are from the mints group, if I could say that. And in the sense that the first thing that you feel when you apply them is a little bit of tingliness, a little bit of coldness, which is essentially it soothing you, right? So it's soothing your scalp, it's calming it down, reducing that inflammation, taking care of that itchiness, right? So peppermint also goes on to help reduce dandruff. I think even tea tree oil also goes on to help reduce dandruff. So these are properties that the mint group has. That's why sometimes if I don't have peppermint oil, I will use tea tree oil. If I don't have tea tree oil, I'll use peppermint oil. But I think most people are used to tea tree than peppermint, right? But for me personally, I feel like they give you the same, almost the same results. And sometimes there's really no need to use both in a regimen. You might want to use one instead of the other, but I mean, if you have both, then you might as well just use both. The other thing about peppermint oil is that due to its helping with reducing dandruff and increasing the scalp sensation or circulation on your scalp, it essentially also leads to hair growth or better hair growth. But like I've already said, all the stuff highly depends on how frequently you use it, how often you use it, how consistent you are with your regimen. Okay, right. Now, the next thing is tea tree oil, which I've already started talking about because it's the same as peppermint oil, right? Now, the other thing that tea tree oil is famous for is eliminating product buildup or dead skin cells or scalp cells. I don't know like the right word for it, but like essentially just cleaning your scalp. Just think of tea tree oil like a hoover. So it's just gonna come and all over your scalp, and then voila, you have a better scalp. So essentially I include my tea tree oil in my products, especially when I'm doing like a lot of oils. That way it sort of stabilizes the environment on my scalp, and it makes sure that I don't have too much oil build up. I mean, at the end of the day, I have low porosity hair, so I want to make sure that my scalp stays almost as clean as possible, which is something that everybody should be striving for. You don't need to have low porosity hair to strive for less product buildup on your scalp. Okay. So just to wrap up on peppermint oil and tea tree oil, I rate these two scalp oils in the sense that they mostly major with the scalp. They mostly make sure that your scalp environment is clean. Make sure that your scalp is in good condition. The next one is Ylang. So Ylang, I group it into the hair strengthening group. The reason why I group it into the hair strengthening group is because it helps dry and brittle hair. Like Ylang, the main feature or the main component that it brings into the whole thing is moisture. It moisturizes or hydrates hair. Actually, I shouldn't say hydrate. It moisturizes hair, right? So essentially, if you have dry hair or brittle hair or hair with frizz, if you add moisture to it, then it's going to start breaking. We know the biggest issue with dry hair or brittle hair is that it breaks. Now, if you add moisture to this hair, what's going to happen? It's going to start breaking because it's becoming stronger by not being dry and brittle. So essentially, Ylang is a hair strengthener. Well, for me at least. I think I started using Ylang about 3 months ago or so, and to be honest, I think I do see the results. But at the end of the day, I can't place my results on one thing because it's a hair regimen. Everything contributes to the strength of your hair, to the growth of your hair. Okay, right. Now the last essential oil would be rosemary oil. Rosemary is sort of like a well-rounder, or like she does everything. Like Rosemary is that girl. She is that girl because she helps stimulate your scalp, and of course your blood circulation is enhanced, and because of that you have better hair growth, and it also comes with a very good scent, and as well as it helps with hair volume, I think, in the end. So rosemary is that girl, just like lavender is that girl, right? So for me, these are the essential oils that I incorporate in almost my, not actually in almost, in my hair regimen. If I'm doing a DIY, you will find some of these oils in my DIY. I'm pretty sure you've already seen in my previous videos that these are the oils that I'm actually using. There are other essential oils like cedarwood, lemongrass, cinnamon. There's another really famous one, I think chamomile. I mean, these are all great, but I prefer using some of these on my skin rather than on my scalp. So the last thing that you want to know is, of course, essential oil should be diluted, but how does the dilution work? To be honest, even I don't really know. So I just add a considerable amount. Okay, maybe a considerable amount is the wrong word. I just add a few drops, but I feel like everybody says add a few drops. What is a few drops? So apparently dilution is about 1 drop is equals to about 3 mils of dilution from your carrier oil. But most of the time, I don't know how many mils I'm using, so I just add about 10 drops to at most 20 drops, depending on how big it is I'm diluting. But sort of keep in mind that 1 drop is equals to 6 mils ratio, or 3 to 6 mils ratio, depending on how potent you want it to be, right? So 1 drop is equals to 3 to 6 mils, depending on how potent you want your solution to be. The more the mils, the more diluted it is, right? So if you want it to be highly concentrated, 1 drop of an essential oil equals to literally less than a teaspoon of carrier oil. Remember, your carrier oils are argan oil, coconut oil. You can watch my video on carrier oils. I'm going to link it up here and also leave a link in the description box down below, so make sure you check it out. And that essentially brings us to the end of this video. Okay, right. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like, comment, and share this video. Make sure you follow me on my socials for more content on hair, right? At Sasha _Annamercy everywhere. I can't even sing, guys, but like I feel like if I could sing, oh my word. Woo! Okay, anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Much love.